I'm Zach, and welcome back to another Fusion Basics tutorial, and today we're going to learn how to use the sweep tool to make a paperclip. So you can see our finished model here that we're going to end up creating today. So the first thing, we're obviously going to create a new design here, and we are going to create a sketch, and we're going to create it on the base plane here on the bottom. And now we're going to make the overhead view of the paperclip. So we're going to create a line going 50 millimeters up. Oh, my line just disappeared there. We'll try again. And then we're going to make a line going 25 millimeters over here. And now we're going to go down 70 millimeters. We're going to go over 20 millimeters. We're going to go up 55 millimeters. We're going to go over 15 millimeters. Oh, my line deleted itself again. It's always when you have your mouse cursor on that. You can see there's this red line. If you have your mouse cursor on the red line, for whatever reason, it just doesn't like to work. We can do 15 millimeters here, and then we're going to go down 35 millimeters. And now we have our general outline of our paperclip. It's kind of hard to see right now, but one last touch that I'm going to do is I'm going to fillet some of these edges. I'm just going to use the standard fillet of 5 millimeters here. Then you can fillet all these edges, and then we can finish sketch, and we have this over top view of a paperclip. Now we're going to create another sketch. So essentially what we're going to do is create a sketch and then send it on the profile that we just created. And that's what the sweep tool does. So we can create a sketch, and we're going to create it on this plane because we want to create a circle that's contacting this point here on the paperclip. So now to do this, make sure over here you have 3D sketch turned on. It usually is turned off by default, but we're going to use it here because then we can place our circle on this point right here. So with 3D sketch, you can actually, so for example, if I create a circle on this point, it moves my plane to that point. So that's just really convenient and nice to use there. So we're going to create our circle right here because this is our profile that we're going to put on our path. And then we're going to just make this 3 millimeters. Pretty tiny, but it'll look pretty good once we get it done. Then we can just click enter. In future sketches, I would probably advise turning off 3D sketch unless you're actually using it, because sometimes it can screw with things if you aren't actually using it as a 3D sketch. So now what we can do is we can actually use the sweep tool. So right in here, the sweep tool, and for profile, we're going to select this profile. For path, we're going to select our sketch, and then you can see it makes it 3D, and it makes it into our paperclip. And that's essentially just how to use the sweep tool. Don't forget to save your project afterwards. But that's how to use the sweep tool, and you can use it with different profiles. You can use it with different bodies, and you can use it with different paths and everything in it. It makes it really nice to make sometimes more complicated models. But I hope this tutorial was helpful for you.